What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Free Spirit Tarot. I am Poetry. You are here for our full moon reading for the month of September. The full moon began today, I believe, at 2:09 a.m. and it's able to be seen worldwide unless you have overcast in places like me, or if you're in like a highly concentrated city, you may not see it because of the air pollution. Anywho, in countries like Asia, Australia, continents, you will be able to see the red moon that is going to be reflected tonight as well. So we have a full moon happening and a red moon happening at the same time. If you're like me and you watch a lot of doggone TV, you associate the red moon also with the Wiccans and pagan practices and rituals. Although I am not a practicing Wiccan or witch, I watch a lot of TV. Okay, and on TV, they associate that with the collective coming together and enhancing their powers. The TV makes it for bad, but I do know that when you collectively gather your powers, you can do good within the community because it's usually an outward reach that they're speaking of, how those collective powers will affect everyone as a community as a whole. So shout out to all our Wiccan people. I don't knock you. So, in honor of you, or I'm going to use some of my witchiest decks: Everyday Witch Tarot, Everyday Witch Oracle, Spellcasters Tarot, and then because we are dealing with the moon, and the moon deals with a lot of femininity and a women's menstrual cycle, we got our Moonology cards, got us guidance cards, and I'm going to use a little bit of numerology to see if we can come up with any angel numbers, and then I'm going to be tapping into our charms for this reading as well. Let your moon be your guide. Here we go. The decks have been shuffled. I'm going to pull 3 from each of the tarot, 1 from each of the oracle, and I'll probably put 4 from the Uno cards to see if we can get some of those spiritual numbers. Usually with the spiritual numbers, there's a lot of duplication. So I'm trying to duplicate. If there's no duplicates in these 4 cards that I pull, then I won't read the numbers. I hope you understand that. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, like the content I'm putting out, go ahead and hit like so that way I can know that you're coming back. I want to welcome all of our new subscribers. I will give you a shout out on the community tab. And let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we have. Oh, my gemstones are just for decoration, child. Just for decoration. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this one wants to come. I'd like to say I've already shuffled. Sorry, I'm not going to shuffle again. This is my second recording. I kind of lost my speech doing that first one. Been having a lot of issues with my throat chakra this particular month. Okay. Let your moon be your guide. It's not a song. Just making it up. Let your moon be your guide. And let your moon be your guide. Let your moon be your guide. I was researching why I sing so much. I just break out songs singing sometimes. Heard that's a form of ADD. Haven't been diagnosed with that one. All right, so we got our cards. We are ready to flip them. Flip them, sip them, gonna ride. And we have the King of Wands. We have the 10 of Swords. And we have the 2 of Wands. Okay. The 3 of Cups. And you see it, I'm flipping these cards over. So 2 of Wands. I'm just going to place them down like this right now. So those of you who like to read reversals, and the Death card. Those of you who like to read reversals, there's the purpose of me putting those down in that way. Go ahead and go with our numerology. 5, 6, 1, and 6 again. So we got 2 6s. We really got 3. If I add those together as well. got 3 sixes. Listen to the wisdom. Energy is gaining momentum. And you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. I love that all 3 of our oracle cards have that purple hue. Do I need to scoot this over some more? I do. I'm trying to keep everything in focus in the camera. All right, so for those of you who like to read reversals, I just read the cards. Sometimes I get a negative pull from them. Sometimes I don't. I may keep them upside down when I read them. I'm just reading the cards itself. So the King of Wands, right now it's in reverse according to the way it landed. We have the 10 of Swords here. We have the 2 of Wands. Then we have the 3 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Wands in reverse, which kind of negates that 2 of Wands there if we're looking at reversals. And then we look at the Death in reverse. Okay, so now let me put them like I like to read them. Gives me better ideas. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that during your intentional stage, you put yourself out there for the world. You had some ideas that you wanted to share with other people, and they fell through. As you see that they're falling here, the ideas are falling through, and there was multiple people that was involved. You felt betrayed in the situation. Felt like somebody was stabbing you in the back. So now you're taking this time. Now what we need to do is take this time and look at the world with new eyes. Remember I said the only thing in yesterday's intentions, the only thing that hurts is a try. The only thing that beats failure is a try. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to look at the world from a new perspective. And that's what we're listening to our wisdom from, to come from a new perspective. Just hear things more clearly. Not necessarily seeing things with our eyes, but listening with intent to see things more clearly. You've been driving in the car sometimes and you're trying to find your direction. You got the radio on or you got somebody in there talking, and you normally tell them to quiet down or you turn the radio down so you could see where you're going better. And that's what she's doing here. She's closing her eyes so that way she could see better by listening, like a blind person would do. Their senses are heightened because they can't visually see it. They're not sure exactly where they're going visually, but they're listening for context clues to help them decide on how to get to their next destination. Okay, this is going to be a moment of transformation for you. Okay, this one also here is also telling me that you have been shackled by the idea that you originally started with. You didn't want to let it go. It's time to let that go. It's time to let that go. Let this bird fly free. Okay, and let the winds gain the momentum that it needs in order to build a new story, to transform, to get out of this victim era that you may be feeling like you're in. Okay, because again, what this says is you are a magical person. You have the intuition within you. You have the knowledge and the ability and the spirit within you to guide yourself and manifest your intentions clearly. You have that ability to do so if you just look at it from a different perspective. See, on this 2 of Wands here, like I say, you have your spirit guides walking with you in different forms. The torches have been lit, so to speak. The sky is being lit up with the stars to help you see things more clearly, help you take a better view on things. And you have the ability to make the change that you need to make, okay? With this 2 of Wands here, I see that you were shackled to the idea. And you're sitting there like you don't know what to do. Lord, help me. Let me see a sign. Give me a clearer message. But you, for some reason, you're lacking the understanding that once you open up your mind and you let your spirit guide you to the messages that you need to hear clearly, once you listen to them more clearly, then you will be able to set yourself free. You got a free hand. You can untie yourself, get yourself out of this situation. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. You can get yourself out of whatever situation, out of the funk, out of the victimhood. Yes, somebody hurt you, somebody betrayed you, but there was just a lesson to be learned in all of that. You feel like somebody is stabbing you in your back, but you are still able to reach your potential. You're going to reach your potential. This is not the end. It's not the end. It's the end of your old way of thinking. You can now take off your mask that you had. You could let down, not necessarily let down your wall, but you could stop pretending to be something that you're not in order to appease these people, because they just bring you down. You were surrounding yourself with a bunch of followers. So during this corn moon, during this harvest season, like I said, not only are we taking stock in what we do have, we have the potential, we have the desire, we have the want, we have the know-how, we have the wisdom, we have the energy, we have the magic in order to take control of our own destiny, to move forward in a different way. We have all of that within us. This is what it's showing. There's no need to be victim, no need to play victim, stand on your own. You can walk out of these surly situations easy. You can bounce back easy. You got spirit guides all over these cards surrounding you. This is a very transformative time for you. And it may be scary because you're so used to leaning on certain people. The sun will come out though. Sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that's tomorrow. Alrighty, so what we have here, we first initially came out with a pair of sixes, right? Which basically tells us to manifest our dreams. That's what the pair of sixes will do. It's telling us to manifest our dreams. There's divine intervention that will happen that will help us achieve our goals. So keep believing in it and stay focused. Our message yesterday when I set intentions was to stay focused as well. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. That was our whole intent, right? So what I'm gathering here is that this is the same message that we have for today. Staying focused, staying steadfast. Stop worrying about them. Stop focusing over here. In order for you to make that transition, you have to stop focusing over here on these people who did us no good. Doesn't matter who that person was. Doesn't matter which one it was. You're trying to figure out who it was that could possibly be the one that's harming you and causing you to setbacks and throwing your game off. Don't worry about that. Look at it from a new point of view. You're still high on the ground. You still have the ability and the capabilities of making this manifest yourself. You're just going to be changing the game plan. You're going to be walking over those haters, you know, leaving that old friendship behind. I was getting to a point. I forgot what point I was trying to get to earlier. I was saying with the corn harvest, with the corn moon, like I say, we are taking inventory and stock of what we do have, but we also are taking stock of what we need to leave behind. And those old situations, those old friends, and those old friends who wore masks, the sheeps in wolf clothing. It's easier to leave them behind. Well, it may not be easy. It may be a hard walk. You gotta walk through that graveyard, but you can let go of these people who only want to relish in your achievements. So that's what one thing we can let go of. And then you can release more positive vibes. I just love all the birds that you have. You can release more positive vibes on your own because you are building momentum. People are starting to recognize what you are doing. You are being an example, a shining example. One of our messages yesterday too was to lead leadership, step into a leadership role. You can lead by example here. By you walking in your own faith, walking in your own spiritual awareness, you can lead others. You can lead by example to others. I'm sorry, the word that I was trying to say. Like the 6 alone is basically ridding yourself of negative energy. Like you have 6 appear 3 times if I add those up. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 breaks down to the number 9. And number 9 is sharing your wisdom with the world, which we've already discussed here. Share your wisdom with your community, with the world. So your overall number, like I said, breaks down to number 9, but what we found in duplication was 6, and that's manifesting your dreams. Your divine intervention that's coming into play that's going to help you achieve your goals. Just got to keep believing in yourself, and that change is going to come. So it's not a scary card, I don't believe. Like I said, when they came out this way, I believe they came out reversed. How did they come out? I think it came out like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. They came out like this. Or was it? I don't remember. Child. Those of you, like I said, who read reversals, you can go back to the beginning of that and see exactly how they came out. But it's basically just letting go. All of those ones that were in reverse, you letting go of the negative portions of that energy. You freeing yourself. You're walking into your own power here, freeing yourself. You're about to kill off that which is doing no good to you. Starting with leaving these persons behind, leaving these spirits, these energies in the past, leaving those in the dark. Okay. Let's see. Let's go right into. I'm gonna leave the cards here. Go right into our charms. And again, I was looking for repetition here. The repetition in the numerical cards. We also see the color green, and that governs our compassion and our emotional healing that we need to have here. We need to have definitely going to have some emotional healing that needs to have happen. Seek a spiritual guider to help you with that. Again, I was also looking for, like I say, all the color purple that appeared here. I just found it so you know, and the color purple or violet, however you choose to say it, it is definitely recognizing your spirituality, your divine connection, and the unity that you may have with others across the world. Everybody's not going to be your friend. Sometimes you got to leave those dead inside, dead in heart, dead in spirit behind. All right, let's see what we got going on here in my charm bowl. My bag is full. I'm just going to shake, 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 shake. Try not to pull out too many because I don't feel like reading a whole lot, child. All right. So we got a little Pegasus. That's a unicorn. That is definitely a divine entity. It's a unicorn, somebody who's able to do, who present themselves. People think it's magical and mystical and unable to be duplicated. We have the piano, which I use for creativity. Another way for people to hear your message is through music as well. We got the heart shown here. I'm seeing that you have a good heart. Like say you are spiritually grounded, whether this be a walk with Jesus or a walk with the universe, or whatever other entity that you embody. Um, this is in relation to health. I'm seeing that you are healing internally, and by you emotionally being able to heal yourself, you'll be able to help others heal. Um, my old engagement ring, I can't even fit that no more. You're engaged to the process. You're committed to it. And it's like, I know it's my old engagement ring, but I do have another engagement ring in this bag that is bent all up and out of shape. And that one signifies to me the separation. This one here just signifies to me a commitment that is to be made, be engaging in the process. Um, there is some flaws. The setting is flawed just a tad bit, but that does not take away from the beauty of what you're trying to present. It does not take away from the value of what this held and what this means. And we have the angel wings. Like I said, your spirit guides are around you. And so many messages that you are able to have learned from the process and again, this is from all of the things that we have been setting forth as intentions for the year. So these messages that we're taking away, in addition to these tarot cards about the betrayal and the removal of people who are no longer beneficial in our life, stepping over those old friends who have been covering themselves in sheep's clothing, and they really have been wolves. And now we recognize it, freeing ourselves from that negative energy. Okay, see the messages just falling. Look at all these, just yeah, they're just falling out of the sky for you. Generosity. We're showing that generosity is your key. You have a very generous soul, and this may also well be very well your zodiac sign, but you bring it in Leo energy, whether you're a Leo or not. That confidence is what you're going to need for you to be able to still move forward with your ideas even after all that heartbreak. Um, we have the elephant with its trunk pointing upwards. That's usually a sign of good luck for me. I'm getting another heart related situation. If somebody had something to do with a medical need this particular cycle that you were concerned with, that you were working on, it's improving. Your health is getting better. You may not be there yet, but it's improving. Um, I just realized I'm one of them people. Health was one of my intentions to get better, and I lost 2.6 pounds. Hey, we had the heart with the key, the keyhole, meaning that you're opening up to possibilities. You're opening your heart up to new ideas. Have the candy cane with a little wreath, with a little bow. I feel like this is a joyous time for you. It will be joyous, and you're tired of letting people run over you. That's what I'm getting with this shoe. You're tired of letting people run over you. You're stepping and walking into your own destiny, your own fate, your own joy, your own success, your own happiness. You're taking the lead. You're no longer being a follower. What else am I seeing? I'm seeing so much with all these here. Yeah, this is a symbol of good health here. We are coming upon the Christmas season, so maybe whatever you have been setting intentions for will really manifest itself the most during that Christmas season. What else am I getting out here for you? Yeah, it's back to this one with the luck. Also, there's strength is there too. You can't be scared of the mice. You know how elephants can sometimes be scared of mice. Can't be scared of little mice. You know, those ones who nipping at every little thing that you do, stealing from you, come stealing your joy. You know how little mice do. They break into your house, steal little cheese and whatever other food you got laying around, eating up all your crumbs, benefiting from your crumbs. Yeah, don't be scared of them. Mm-mm. And with the elephant, an elephant has good memory. So don't you ain't gotta you ain't gotta you can forgive, but you ain't don't forget about it. Don't forget who was the ones that you knew of who were stabbing you back. Don't forget that it can happen if you take your eye off the ball. That it can happen. So you keep your eye on the ball this time. Don't forget that. Remember that. So that way you won't be doomed to repeat your past. Okay. All right. This is what we have for you. This full moon season. I want to thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching. If you watch this video all the way to the end, can you please put a little purple heart into the comment section? You don't have to say anything else if you don't want to, but just let me know that you made it to the end of this video. Put a little purple heart at the end, and I want to thank you again for being here. See you in the next month's full moon reading, and check out other videos around the channel. Peace.